What's up, people? Somebody asked me to do this video, my unhealthy relationship with food by learning to be a fighter. Oh, God. You guys love this eating disorder shit, huh? Alright, I guess I'll do this one. Not looking good, homie. Okay, you know what I should start doing? I should start doing like a disclaimer in these videos, like, if you don't like to hear people talk about your eating disorder in a negative way, don't watch my video because you're gonna go cry about it, you know. Retarded. Anyway, I'm sorry in advance, this homie. Like, I'm sorry, you're a man. I feel bad talking shit about a man, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So, I mean, maybe I won't. I don't know. I can't prejudge, but yeah, let's watch this, I guess.
I'm actually, like, not ready for this. Like, not ready for this at all. So, this is actually, like, this is not a big deal. You know, for the regular person, this is not a big deal. But for me, it is a big deal because I have such an attachment to food, and food has been such a big part of my life, and it's been there for the good times, the bad times. It's been there for celebrating, being with family. It's such a central part of my life. I am not usually one to do this, but I thought a lot about this, and it's been on my mind, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew this time was coming, but I just have been trying to avoid it. And today, I finally consciously made the decision that I need to quit eating fast food, and I need to quit drinking pop. Those two things alone is why I'm gaining so much weight, why I'm having so many health issues. It's a big part of why things are not getting better. I'm consuming way too much fast food, way too much pop.
Okay, what a drama queen. Oh my god. Like, all these people who, like, make this so dramatic, this whole fucking, like, eating disorder shit. Like, did it ever occur to you to just not do it? Like, some of the shit you're doing, did it ever occur to you to just not do it? Like, you have a choice. You understand you have a choice, right? Do you not believe you think you don't have a choice? You get in your car, you drive to McDonald's, and you order Coke, right? Is somebody making you do that? No, you're doing that on your own. What if you just don't do it? Like, you know, it can actually be that simple, right? Why do I say it like that? Because, like, okay, you hear what he said in the beginning. What did he say? Food is a big part of my life. It's been there for the good times and the bad times. When you speak in such a vague, general way, like, okay, so this is like, I used to study, you guys are gonna think this is weird, but I used to study hypnosis, right? I used to be like really into NLP and hypnosis and all this stuff. And hypnosis is not necessarily like what you think it is, where you like dangle the watch in front of somebody and like make them do like all kinds of like shit they don't want to do. It doesn't work like that. What, like, I guess the actual practical use of hypnosis is using language in a way that will make people think certain thoughts, and I guess you could say like encourage them to adopt specific beliefs, right? And those beliefs will ideally like cause them to act in a certain way or change certain behaviors, right? What does that mean? Well, okay, so what they say, if you want to hypnotize somebody, you're supposed to use very vague language, okay? You're supposed to use like very general terms, like, oh God, I forget what it's called, the specific method, but for example, if you say, like, okay, and if you want to like snap somebody out of being hypnotized, you're supposed to get more specific, right? You're supposed to ask like specific questions. So for example, what did this guy say? Food has been such a big part of my life, right? That's a very vague, general thing to say, right? So and the idea, okay, so right now this guy's in a trance, okay? He's in this trance of like, food's a big part of my life. I'm addicted to pop. I'm such a victim. My life is so hard. Ooh, right? But if you break down the actual sentences that they're speaking, and you kind of ask them these questions that I don't want to say they're forced to answer. Like if they decide to cooperate with you and answer these questions, they'll naturally identify specifically in what situations, in this case, like they feel like eating unhealthy food, and then it's much easier to take action against that if you actually want to, and you're not like addicted to this whole like being a victim, give me attention kind of thing. Anyway. So in cases like this, what did he say? What did he say? Food's such a big part of my life. Okay, a specific question we could ask, what part of your life is food very big? Oh, it's been there for the good times and the bad times. What good times specifically has food been there? What bad times specifically has food been there, right? It's been there with family, with friends. Okay, who specifically in your family, right? And the point of all of these questions is to get more and more and more specific until you have one sentence that is spoken in literal terms, right? Where you say like, instead of saying food is such a big part of my life, you say this one time at Thanksgiving, I was spending time with my mom, who I don't see very often, and we had a really positive bonding experience over Coke and fucking hamburgers, I don't know, whatever. And ever since then, now I associate those things with this. What it really comes from is that I just miss my mom, and like now, I'm eating food because I miss my mom and it reminds me of her, right? That's like, maybe I'm making shit up. I know nothing about this guy, don't actually care, but that would be the example of a very specific sentence that actually describes the problem, not like food is a big part of my life. Okay, food is a big part of my life has no solution. Okay, there's no solution to that ever for anybody, which is why a lot of these people stay in this like victim state forever and never get any help, regardless of their quote-unquote recovery, because they don't actually get specific enough with what the problem is, because this shit is so romanticized by like everybody. It's an industry at this point, you know what I mean? All these people make a ton of money from you staying sick. Okay, so bottom line, if you have a problem, regardless of what your problem is, and you describe it in an extremely vague way, you're keeping yourself in that problem. If you define more specifically in literal terms what that problem is, you will naturally kind of understand what the solution is automatically. Okay, so anyway, let's
it's my body is just swimming in sugars and fats and salt and oil, and it's just
So again, another example. I really don't want to stop this video every fucking 10 seconds, but that's another extremely good example of somebody who is improperly using language to their detriment. Okay, my body is swimming in sugars and fats and salt. Is that what he said? Right? Now, if we speak in literal terms, which maybe you think is stupid and it's semantics and there's no point, well, you know what I mean. Yeah. Well, actually, no, I don't, right? Because that can mean anything. And more importantly is that you don't know what you mean. So, for example, my body is swimming in sugar, salts, and fats, right? Is he actually swimming in sugar, salt, and fat? Is that a literal description of his life and what he's doing? No, it's not. What a literal thing would say, would be to say is that I eat 5 times a day and I eat McDonald's, and I get like whatever the chicken Big Mac meal at McDonald's and a large Coke, and I supersize it. Those foods contain a lot of sugar and salt and fat, and I eat those 6 times a day. That's a literal factual statement of what he's actually doing, right? Which is why I say so many times, has it ever occurred to you to just fucking stop doing this, right? Because that's what he's actually doing. So what's the solution, people of fucking America? Like, don't do it. You know what I mean? Just don't. Do something else. Anything else.
I'm so attached to food. Like, it's not normal.
No, you're not attached to food. Okay, are you actually literally attached to food? Is the food like attached to you? Like attached? No, you're not. Again, this is like lazy communication. These are all like fucking buzzwords fed to people, right? These are buzzwords. Okay, now I'm doing it. These are like phrases that are said by the eating disorder industry, by professionals in the eating disorder industry, and often repeated by people who are too lazy to think and are then prefer the type of lifestyle that they lead as a victim of an eating disorder, as opposed to actually like being fit and being healthy, which is, speaking from personal experience, what I prefer. Okay, so are you attached to eating food, or do you I don't know, do you just go to fast food restaurants and order unhealthy food and eat that unhealthy food too often because you have nothing else in your life to look forward to? You don't have like a hobby or anything that you do, right? You're like bored and your natural go-to is to go eat food. Like, which one is it? You know what I mean? And it matters how you say it. All right, anyway, let's just let this fucking shit run.
It's really screwed up. It's fucked up. Like, I'm not gonna...
Anyway, as the video goes on, sorry, last time, I just want you guys to notice how many, like, vague general statements this guy is going to say, because I know he's going to say a bunch more.
Sugarcoat it. It's not normal. It's a problem, and I need to learn how to live without it. I need to learn how to live without pop. I need to learn how to live without fast food, and I need to stop, because I feel like I'm on the train that's just gonna crash and burn, and that's it. I ordered McDonald's about 2 hours ago and ate it. It was fine. I mean, it's when you eat so much of something, you just start to lose the good feelings you get. And I'm kind of like not feeling those good feelings anymore when I eat fast food. It's almost like something now that I just do. I absent-mindedly just order fast food, eat it, order more fast food, eat it again, drink pop like constantly. Like, it's not even like enjoyable anymore. It's just becoming like a habit. I cried about this. Like, I got really upset, but I had to make a decision. And I know that if I can at least start by giving up pop and fast food, like, that'll be a big step. If I can overcome that obstacle, I can overcome the rest of my obstacles. I did not throw out my bag of McDonald's because...
All right, so interestingly enough, he actually said some, like, he described things in literal terms there a little bit, so it kind of made me look stupid. But what did he say? I order fast food and I eat it, and I order pop and I drink it, and then I order more fast food. At this point, I'm just doing it. I don't really think about it, right? And then he mixed in some, like, vague statements as well, right? So, like, advice to homeboy, like, if you ever watch this video for some reason, like, why don't you do this as an exercise, okay? Next time you, like, you know, start crying about, like, how you eat McDonald's or whatever, or you're, like, a weak person or whatever you think, why don't you take a moment and think about the literal explanation of what you're doing, okay? Like you did a minute ago, where you said, I order fast food and I eat it, and I order fast food and I eat it, okay? Why don't you describe your life like that? Okay, as opposed to, like, I'm addicted to food and it's a big part of my life, and, like, all this other, like, romanticized bullshit.
Because I knew I was going to do this. This is the last bag of McDonald's. It is going in the garbage. You can see my drink cup, my bag, my wrappers, my napkins. It's all crumpled up, ready to go in the trash. This is kind of a big deal because it has been a very long time since I consciously decided to quit eating fast food and quit drinking pop and really try this time. Like, really try. So I thought it would be appropriate to play this song.
Oh God.
While I throw out the McDonald's trash.
Really?
So here we go. Okay. So here we go. Here's the bag of McDonald's. McDonald's has been my bae for the last 4 years of my...
I kind of want to know, like, is this guerrilla marketing for McDonald's? Is this like a secret commercial? This is like a joke, this thing? I kind of think it is. Yeah, is this? I'm kind of curious. Are like all this guy's videos about McDonald's? Anyway, whatever. Let's just keep watching this. Oh God. Oh, okay. It's like a joke channel. He doesn't actually care. Oh my God. I was like, I totally believed that this guy actually had a problem and he wanted to change. I'm so misled. Oh wow, McDonald's, you have my respect. Like, I'm impressed. I'm so impressed. I'm in awe. Like, I kind of want to work for McDonald's now. I want to be around people who are intelligent enough to think of things like this. You know what I mean? This is very impressive, right? Like, how did I not see that? Wow, this is brilliant. Okay, interesting. Damn. All right, let's just finish this.
My life, and it's time to say goodbye. This is it. Goodbye. This song is just so good. It's just amazing how somebody lets their life get, like, so out of control, and it's scary to see what some people do to themselves, and It's upsetting to see people let themselves go and, hit like rock bottom and be in a dark place and being trapped and just feeling trapped, and that's like scary, and that's like how I feel. I feel like I just really like fell out of touch with myself and wanting to lose weight and wanting to become healthy and not be addicted to, food and not have an eating disorder. And I fell so out of touch with that person who wanted to change so bad. I took the first step. Pot is like a drug to me. When I don't have it, I just like lose my shit.
I can't take this video seriously anymore. Like, okay, so if this is guerrilla marketing, like I said, oh my God, amazing. Like, I want to meet the person who thought of this. Like, I want to like shake your hand. And, like, I don't even know. Like, I'm just like stunned. If this is serious, like, okay, so like I go on 4chan, right, which is it's like an anonymous image posting board, and because it's anonymous, people are very harsh on each other, okay, which is extremely refreshing to see anywhere, right? Think about it. When there's actually no repercussions for what you say, you can say anything you want, and you can call people out on their bullshit without having to worry about, like, because like, okay, fine, my channel is small enough now that I can call bullshit on this guy, and I can say, for example, I'm not saying this, of course, but like I can say he's a weak little bitch and is never going to make it, right? And my channel is already small enough that like it doesn't really matter that I say that, because like who knows? Who even knows who I am? You know what I mean? But on 4chan, it's even more so the case because there's no way to identify people. I mean, yeah, like, okay, fine, if like they call the FBI and like, track your IP and like all this shit, but like they're not going to do that because you fucking called some guy like whatever on the internet. It's not going to happen, right? So anyway, the point is that it's such a harsh zone to participate in when it comes to a conversation. Twitter, there's a ton of virtue signaling. Facebook is, full of that shit. Instagram, oh my God. Even YouTube, like nobody wants to endanger their livelihood, right? YouTube takes a long time to build, and I think YouTube, this is a little tangent here, but I think YouTube is arguably the most powerful platform to like build a presence on, right? It takes the most work, number one, but it's also the most engaging, in my opinion, right? What is Instagram? It's fucking, you post a picture and like make some stories sometimes. Okay, like people are on Instagram swiping a lot, like you will have their attention for a little bit. But when you're able to create a piece of content that's 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes that people will sit and watch, that's a lot more time overall that you're able to, I don't know, dominate their mind, for lack of a better explanation. So like, on 4chan, people call each other out on bullshit all the time. So like this kind of thing, like actually this, like if you want to know what people really think, go on that site and browse Fit, okay? If this was posted over there, would be torn to shreds. Okay, the people over there are so unforgiving. The type of comments this stuff would get would be like, weak human being, never gonna make it, like just like this person doesn't even exist, like how do you live with yourself? Like there is no, like, you want to talk about the wolf pack, that is the fucking wolf pack, okay? I like that personally. I find it so refreshing that you can finally have a place where this kind of, like, no offense, whatever your name is, but like, are you not embarrassed to post this on the internet? Like, unless it's guerrilla marketing, unless McDonald's somehow paid you and you're like an actor or something, but are you not embarrassed? And then, oh my God, and you leave this up when you have, in all your other videos as recently as 1 week ago, are all like ridiculous. The closet door situation. Anyway, this whole eating disorder shit is like, it's like an aspiration of people these days. Anyway, the point, if you're looking for refreshing, authentic communication between mostly young men, go to 4chan, right? But don't tell them I sent you, because just don't.
But I just have to remember, I have to live with the discomfort, and that when I reach the top of the mountain, it will be worth it. Oh my God. Okay, we're having a storm. Okay, I'm I'm gonna go close the windows, and so this is the video. I wanted to make it, serious, but I also wanted to kind of make it lighthearted. This is a big step for me. Okay, let's do this. I will update you guys. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I don't know. It just seems like fake bad acting to me. I'm like, I had no idea that I even cared about this like eating disorder shit, and I really don't. I say this many times, but like, not to say like this guy, whatever, it sounds bad, was like any sort of threat to anybody anyway. Like, he's not going to steal the limelight from anyone, and if he does, he's going to just get pity from people who also don't actually want to change. Attention-seeking behavior, like, which to be fair, like, I post fucking 8 videos a day on YouTube. Like, I obviously want attention too, but I feel like I do it in a more authentic way because I'm, there's no pretense, right? Here, there's a lot of pretense, right? It's like just, the crocodile tears, the bad acting. Like, who sent me this video? Oh God, was I fooled by McDonald's? McDonald's, did you fool me? Like, this is, if so, this is so impressive. Like, I'll do an ad for McDonald's. Like, I will. Like, I want to now. Like, I have so much respect for them if they did that. Anyway, if you guys have any other recommendations for videos or YouTubers, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.